New York's Attorney General is now investigating Harvey Weinstein and his company for civil rights violations. That's all quite interesting, isn't it? Of course, Harvey Weinstein, of course, the Hollywood producer who's now been ostracized. He's had a number of women, more than 30, who have alleged sexual assault allegations against him. Well, now Schneiderman says, well, we'll see if they actually violated civil rights statutes and anti-discrimination statutes. So they're investigating the Weinstein Company, which is based, of course, there in New York. Let's talk about Bill O'Reilly, y'all. All right, now we all recall when that little punk had his show on Fox and he would sit there and he would blast black people, calling us playing victimhood, stuff along those lines. But guess who's now playing the little victim? Bill O'Reilly. Now, of course, the New York Times reported over the weekend, Bill O'Reilly spent $32 million on a settlement for sexual harassment. He now claims nothing happened, there's no proof. Dude, you don't spend $32 million on sexual harassment because you asked somebody to go get you a cup of coffee.
Hey, there's no proof. That's admitted.
Doesn't work that way.
Facts.
So here's the new one. So Bill O'Reilly gave an interview, and he was talking to Glenn Beck, and he said he's mad at God because of the allegations. And he's really upset with God because of what he's having to go through. Oh, a poor rich white man catching allegations against him, and now he's upset. I wonder how OJ feels. Okay, so let's go to our panel, Tiffany, Avis, and George. I'm sorry, George. Yes. I know he your conservative brother from another mother, but I'm just saying. Is there anything worse than a whining rich white man?
No, it's not.
And that's
we're looking at the end of the age of Playboy.
He's blaming God. You know, God's probably saying, "Really, really, you gonna blame me?"
32 million. The lawyers got a cut of that, didn't they? So let me put this, all these allegations was, again, a time when men felt that they could do this to women without repercussions. And now, there was a Playboy era, that's over. And now you have to be a responsible male. So there's a new, Avis is laughing, you have to be responsible. You can't expect this 60s or 70s thing to come up and be now. So Bill O'Reilly is from that age group with Trump, insensitive male. And they need to, grow up and man up, I guess.
See, I don't agree with that age bracket. Like, this is just a thing in a culture that white men have always been doing in the history of America. One, in how they treat black women, but two, how they respond to being accused of sexual assault. This is not a little thing. When you spend that much money on settling a case, I think that this is just coming back to slap him in the face. He's upset, he's whining. It is in the same line of culture, if you will, as 45, and they need to get over themselves, Roland, for real. This is not something that we're going to continue to treat as something that's little and not important.
Avis, let me put this in perspective. The civil lawsuit judgment for OJ killing two people was $33 million.
Wow.
Over the weekend, Saturday, when the 5 living former presidents had the concert at Texas A&M University, they raised $31 million for hurricane relief. Poor little O'Reilly spent $32 million, and then Fox re-signs him to a 4-year, $100 million contract. And you know what gets me? Okay, the whiny punks like Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity, saying nothing. In fact, Sean Hannity had him back. And I don't understand what Fox News is thinking, allowing him back on the air. Surely somebody with a brain goes, maybe isn't it a good idea to invite the guy back on the network who cost us $100 million in settlements?
That's what white privilege looks like, Roland.
Exactly. That is what white privilege looks like. And it's also, here's the reality. These are professional excuse makers when it comes to their own malfeasance and criminal activities. And the fact that the company would actually not only pay out this, actually give him a $100 million contract after paying out a $32 million settlement shows that they don't really care about women. They don't care about the safety of their own employees. I mean, he victimized women who are also employees of that company. And so it really goes to the moral deficit that is all up and through faux news, AKA Fox News. And quite frankly, it also shows a moral deficit that is around this sort of holier than thou right-wing mentality reality that they want to tell women how to live their lives. They want to tell women what they can and cannot do to their own bodies. But at the same time, they also want to use women as sexual objects and then tell them to shut up when they have the nerve to alert other people to the dangers, which then puts more women in danger when when people are not allowed to disclose what happened to them. So what they were running around there for years, clearly, and it's not just with Bill O'Reilly, what they were running around with in Fox News for years was a sexual predatory ring, also known as Fox News. And it's really disturbing to see that. It is basically a living, breathing example of rape culture in the guise of a news organization.
Well, that was his great scene. That was his great scene in the movie The Cotton Club, where Gregory Hines was talking to Lawrence Fishburne, who was playing Bumpy Johnson. He said he wanted to dance on the grave of Delt Schultz, so we can just dance on the news grave of Bill O'Reilly. Because Bill, guess what? You ain't getting back on TV because you can't keep your hands off of women. And all that smack Bill O'Reilly talked for years is all coming back. So guess what, Bill? We're gonna do a little jig on your career grave because you ain't coming back.
Sure,
that's right.
The truth always comes to light.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no.
That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.